Hello and welcome to LaRosa Reads. I'm Denise LaRosa, and today I am here to share my October TBR, which I think is a little spooky. I love Piper and Ivy shirts. They are so bookish and so me, and I was super excited to purchase this one that says Haunted by my TBR. Can you guys see that? Let me see. Haunted by my TBR. Whatever. Anywho's, here are the 5 books that I plan to read in October. I've already begun reading this one and I am swept away. Brendan Sholcomb is a fabulous human and an incredible author, and I was so excited to meet him at the Pittsburgh Greater Festival of Books. And his book that I'm reading this month is Symphony of Secrets. Brendan is responsible for The Violin Conspiracy, which I really loved. I enjoyed it, although I was able to solve the mystery pretty early on, and that's okay. I was still immersed in the story, and I think even though I'm about 120 or so pages into this one, let's see exactly, I am at 114 pages, and I'm okay with the fact that I know the mystery already, or so I think. I just love the characters. I keep flipping the pages to see, even if I know how the story's going to go, what happens in between. I am so excited about this one. So in this masterpiece, we have Frederick Delaney, who is this revered composer who came up on hard times whenever this quintet that he put together for the Olympics in the early 30s, maybe 1936 or so, he put together the musical piece that was the theme for that year's Olympics. The one piece, each of the 5 musical pieces that made up the entire work represented a ring. And so the final one that he was composing represented red, and his music was lost, completely lost. So he had to rewrite red. And what ultimately became Red to the public was lackluster, a huge disappointment, and very much unlike his previous works. And so people were disappointed. He got shunned. People called it pulling a Delaney whenever you forgot something or lost something. And he became a laughing stock, essentially. Well, our main character, Byrne, is a scholar. He is a PhD scholar of Frederick Delaney's work, and he gets called in by Frederick Delaney's foundation in what is known as today, I'm guessing like the 2020s. He gets called in by that foundation to really unearth the findings of the original composition of Red. They have found it, and they want him to be able to translate it and transform it into this wonderful musical performance that will finally help Frederick Delaney have some dignity long past his years on Earth. He being Byrne, ends up discovering and uncovering things that were just mind-blowing and leads to more mysteries to solve, to know exactly who Delaney was, who was he affiliated with, and who he was inspired by, among other things. Did he really compose all of those works of art? Or did someone else help him along the way? We don't know. Or do we? So going from one Black male author whom I adore to another Black male author that I adore and have read Razorblade Tears, I now am ready to dive into All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. S.A. Cosby is a country boy, a country man who is after my heart. I believe he hails from Virginia. I'm from West Virginia, and I love how he incorporates the down-home Southern way of living and Southern characters into these mysteries and thrillers that he writes oh so well. All the Sinners Bleed is one that was an auto buy for me, and yet it's been sitting on my shelves for quite some time. Razorblade Tears is the first and only S.A. Cosby book I've read thus far, but make no mistake about it, friends, I definitely plan to read his backlist. So we've got Titus Crown. He's the first Black sheriff in a quiet town in Virginia. A beautiful place with a harrowing past. After years of working as an FBI agent, however, Titus knows that his hometown might be like land of moonshine and honeysuckle, but secrets fester under the surface. So a year after his election, Titus's investigation into a shooting unearths terrible crimes and a serial killer who has been hiding in plain sight, given cover by the town's occasional devotion to the wrong side of history. Oh, S.A. Cosby, you are the gift that keeps on giving. I knew absolutely nothing about this book, true story. I just fell in love with the cover whenever I was shopping at my favorite local bookstore in my hometown area. I just was lured by this because I'm a lover of true crime. You will catch your girl watching Dateline every Friday night at 9 o'clock. And I may be doing a little bit of this, but I'm here for it. So true story, the title, the cover just left me intrigued. And I'm excited to finally get to this one in our spooky month, October. So our character Alice makes a living as a ghostwriter, helping other people tell their stories. But she is haunted by the one story she cannot tell, the truth behind a vicious rumor from high school. Okay, I don't know what it is about me and these secrets from high school, these murders and things that happen in high school that people are grappling with like decades later, but those kind of storylines get me every time. So back in 1999, my senior year of high school, by the way, Nick and his lacrosse teammates started their senior year on top of the world until two of Nick's friends drove a passed out girl home from one of the team's legendary parties, and a terrible rumor spread through town like wildfire. 15 years later, Alice, Nick, and two of their friends are still dogged by the story. Each knows a part of it, but no one has the full picture. When Alice finally gets the opportunity to confront the past that she can't remember, but which has nevertheless shaped her life, will she take it? Dun, dun, dun. Woo! I think I'm going to have a great time with this one. Only 2 more books to go this month, my friends, because a couple of them are a little chunky, they're a little thick, and I've noticed my reading pace has slowed down. It's dwindled for numerous reasons. I have 2 more books on my October TBR, and the next one is Children of Blood and Bone. Come on, Edges. Okay, Edges. Okay. This is a book that I've seen around like so much, but I just wasn't really feeling it. And then I heard that it's turned into a movie or a TV adaptation, if not already. And then I just felt lured in because I do want to read some spooky books and watch their adaptations, their film adaptations. Children of Blood and Bone also has been highly revered. It is an award-winning piece of art, and a lot of people on Bookstagram are into it. So I think I need to get on this train. Zelly remembers when the soil of Arisha hummed with magic. Burners ignited flames. Tiders beckoned waves, and Zelly's mother summoned forth souls. But everything changed once magic disappeared. Under the orders of a ruthless king, the Magi were targeted and killed, leaving Zelly without a mother and her people without hope. So now Zelly has one chance to bring the magic back, striking against the crown prince. Okay. So I think we're talking fantasy here. Not typically my go-to genre, but I feel like it's important that I read this book. I also have students who have been really into it, so maybe I'll get to it. It's definitely not a priority this month, but fingers crossed. The last book that I'm going to read, or hope to read in October, is Kiss and Spell by Celestine Martin, who is responsible for Witchful Thinking. And that's a book that I read 2 Octobers ago and just fell in love with this romance that had a little bit of not spooky vibes, but like October vibes is how I would describe it. I'm looking forward to reading Kiss and Spell, and I need to get on it because this is book 2. Book 1 being Wishful Thinking, and then book 3 is coming out really soon. I was so smitten with Wishful Thinking, so Kiss and Spell, here I come. Aw, look at my little stack. This is a healthy stack of books, if I do say so myself. We're missing Kiss and Spell, and that's okay. I have a hold on it from the library and hope to get it soon. What are you reading in October? Let your girl know. I love hearing about what you're up to in your reading life and in life in general. Please stay in touch, and until next time, happy reading. Bye.